G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video I wanted to talk a little bit about update 5.16 and basically just how I think it's a really great quality of life little update that they've brought out for us. So I really covered the pixel character portion of this, which brings its own new rewards, which I think are great. But there are a couple other things I really just wanted to highlight for players to just kind of showcase what I think are some really good changes. And I think the best of those changes, or at least for me the best of those changes, is the fact that you can now see Extreme Z Awakenings and their information in-game. So I think JP's had this a while or something similar to this, but now if you go to the Dokkan Awakening screen, you can actually see all the units that have their Extreme Z Awakenings, and you can see the details of those Extreme Z Awakenings. So it's added on as like an extra step past Dokkan Awakening. It's great, it's fantastic. Basically lets players know that this unit has an EZA and they can check the details of that EZA for that unit, which has been a long time coming. It's something that is so good. The only thing is, if you check the Dokkan Awakening screen, it is done in order of release of the units, so not release of the EZA, but still it's pretty good. Then if you take a look at your actual units, so like for example the LR androids, you can actually see their EZA now as well from the screen. So pretty cool that you now have access to all those details. Secondly, you can also see it from the summon screen as well. So if a unit has an EZA, you will be able to see it when you are scrolling along on a banner. So for example, if we go to, again, the legendary Extreme Z summon, you can see here basically that they have their own like little slot there, which is pretty cool. The next change that I think is really awesome is the Advantageous character change. It is maybe a little bit less cooked than I would like. It's a little bit half-baked, some might say. But it's really cool. So basically, how we've always had that kind of blue glow to indicate characters that had team bonuses. Well, we now have different types of glows. So for example, when you're using advantageous characters or characters that do more damage or are basically better for events, these characters will now show up with these little kind of yellow arrows that point upwards. Now it does have some flaws. For example, it shows every LR character for an Extreme Z battle, because legendary power is a major link, and also you can't search by advantageous character, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's still something. It's still progress. You now also have a blue one with a little capsule when you have a team bonus. That's pretty cool. The final major change that you'll notice is now when it comes to characters in the actual battle. So firstly, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of little kind of logos above bosses and with the characters now. This indicates attack up, defense down, where the bosses can be stunned, sealed, etc. It's pretty good. It's quite a good change. And secondly, now you can't hold to see links anymore, but you can tap to get just basically all a snapshot information. You can still pull up the rotation information on the wheel side of things, but now basically you get a much better snapshot of what's actually going on with your units. So if I want to see what's happening with Android 21, I can actually just press her and I'll get that information. It's a nice change. Again, I still think there are some small changes they can still continue to do here, but I think it's a really good change overall. I think they're pushing in the right direction. Anytime there's quick, easy ways to give more accessible information, whether it's about advantageous characters, bonus characters, character stats and turns, boss information, can they be stunned, are they immune, can they be sealed. I think anytime you can do this, it's really good stuff. I'm personally quite happy with it. I think it's a very good change. I think ultimately it leads to just a good vibe all around. These kind of changes ultimately are very productive for the game because they make it easier for newer players to get into the game, and that's, at the end of the day, the most important thing to do to keep the player base strong. That's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.